The dusty winds of Willow Bend, Texas, whipped through the main street like ghosts from a forgotten era. It was late afternoon when Jack Harlan first heard the sharp smack of a fist against skin echoing from Whitaker's mercantile. Through the grimy window, he saw a burly man land another blow on a young woman's cheek, as if she were no more than an annoyance. Jack's hand twitched toward his revolver's even years, as a marshal had drilled that instinct deep, but he'd learned the hard way that meddling in strangers' fights often ended in blood. Yet, the way she lifted her chin, refusing to whimper, hit him like a punch to the gut. It stirred memories of a woman he'd failed long ago. Their eyes locked through the glass, hers fierce and unbroken despite the swelling bruise. In that instant, Jack Harlan decided to step in. But was he walking into a storm he couldn't weather? Jack wasn't one for regrets anymore, not at 45, with a face etched by every dusty trail from El Paso to the Panhandle. He'd earned his scars the night he returned to his ranch in Abilene to find it in flames, his wife Laura and daughter Sophie gone forever, murdered by outlaws while he was off chasing a worthless train robber. Now, he hunted bounties for a living, known as Quick Shot Harlan. In these parts, a name that cleared saloons faster than a rattlesnake's rattle. A $250 reward for Diego Ramirez had dragged him to this godforsaken town, but that slap changed everything. Inside the store, Mia Running Brook knelt to sweep up shard from a broken jar of molasses, her movements precise, like someone who'd memorized the cost of clumsiness. At 21, she held the quiet strength of her Cherokee roots, though 4 years of torment had carved shadows under her hazel eyes. Useless half-breed, Harlan Whitaker snarled, his meaty hand balling up again. That jar's worth $3, you'll pay it off at $1 a week. Mia's lips pressed thin, but she stayed silent. The beaded necklace around her neck, an heirloom from her grandmother, glinted in the fading light, a reminder of better days. She'd learned words only fueled his rage. But Jack had seen enough. The door creaked open, his boots thumping on the plank floor. 6'2" of hardened resolve filled the space, his blue eyes scanning the scene. Her split lip, Whitaker's hovering fist, the thick tension. Trouble here. Jack's voice was low, carrying the weight of a man who'd enforced the law before it broke him. Whitaker lowered his hand, smirking. None of your business, drifter. Just disciplining my help. Jack's gaze shifted to Mia, who paused mid-sweep, shard in hand. Something passed between Thima's spark of recognition amid the pain. Help, Jack echoed, the word laced with challenge. She owes me big, Whitaker puffed up. Started with $150 for her aunt's medicine 4 years back. With fees and interest, it's $400 now. The arithmetic of exploitation Jack had witnessed it in countless border towns where justice bent to the wealthy. That evening, in the Rusty Nail Saloon, Jack sipped bourbon while locals averted their eyes. It was Edith Thompson, the warm-hearted innkeeper, who finally spoke up. You're eyeing that girl, aren't you? Mia's her name. Been stuck in Whitaker's grip for years. We've all turned blind to it. Jack frowned. What? Edith sighed. She's Cherokee. No family left, no pull in town. Sheriff Harlan's on Whitaker's payroll, and the council, too. In places like this, if you're not white or wealthy, you're invisible. Jack couldn't shake Mia's image that night, her unyielding posture even as the blows landed. There was resilience there, a fire waiting to ignite. He'd failed Laura and Sophie, but maybe redemption started here. Dawn brought a twist. Trailing a tip on Ramirez, Jack found the outlaw holed up in Whitaker's back barn. But it wasn't just a hideout. Whitaker was fencing stolen horses, harboring thieves for a slice of the profits. The rot infested the whole town. Meanwhile, in the cramped attic above the store, Mia dabbed at her bruises. Her fingers traced the beaded necklace, a Cherokee talisman for strength against darkness. From the window, she spotted Jack striding purposefully, and for the first time in years, hope flickered. Confrontation hit at midday, the sun blazing like judgment. Jack dragged Ramirez, bound and gagged, into the store. "Heard you got a debtor," he said coolly. Whitaker eyed Mia, shelving goods with shaky hands. "What's it to you?" Jack's grin was ice. "I'm settling her tab. Name your price." "She ain't yours to buy," Whitaker bellowed. A crowd gathered outside, whispering. Jack pulled a document from his coat. "Talked to the sheriff last night. Debt peonage has been illegal in Texas since '65. Your contract is trash." Whitaker flushed purple. "You don't know who you're crossing." The name Quick Shot Harlan rippled through the onlookers, some backing away. Whitaker reached for his Guna fatal error. Jack's revolver was at his temple in a blur. "I've wired the Rangers about your horse racket. Draw, and I'll end this quickly." But Mia rose, knife in hand, a slim Cherokee blade, honed for survival. "I don't need buying," she declared, voice steady despite the accent of her heritage. "I was never properly." The blade pointed at Whitaker, who paled. "This stops now." 2 hours later, with the sheriff suddenly law-abiding and forcing $220 in back wages, they rode east toward the hills. Mia on a sturdy gelding Jack bought, supplies in tow. Silence reigned at first. Jack was awkward with women, and Mia was wary of men's motives. As scrubland turned to oak groves, words flowed. "You didn't have to," Mia said softly. "Had to," Jack replied. He shared his loss. Laura's strength, Sophie's innocence, gone while he chased glory. Thought justice meant badges. Learn it's what you fight for. Their camp by a creek sparked a connection. Under stars, Mia washed away the grime, her form strong and graceful in the moonlight, bronze skin, dark hair like midnight silk. Eyes met, desire stirred. Their kiss was raw, born of shared scars. Lovemaking was tender, a choice amid fragility. "You're the first light I've seen in years," Jack murmured. The Cherokee settlement in Oak Ridge sprawled like a patchwork of resilient cabins, a trading post, the weight of history. Alex Thunderhawk greeted them at the edge, eyes narrowing at Jack. He'd loved Mia since childhood. Her absence hadn't dimmed it. In Cherokee, excluding Jack, "We mourned you dead." Mia dismounted. "I endured." Alex sneered at Jack. "Did this outsider purchase you like livestock?" "Mia, he freed me, no strings." That night, in the council lodge, elders grilled Jack. Elias Stonebear, "You've slain Cherokee?" Jack, "Only lawbreakers, never innocents. Never waged war on the peaceful." Tension piqued Alex's hand on his knife. "What do you want with her?" Elias demanded. Jack, "Her choice, free and clear." Elias allowed 3 days. The first, wary stares. Second, respect for Jack's reputation thawed some. Third, by the stream, Mia said, "I need time. For years broke parts of me. I must heal alone." Jack's heart sank. "And us." "Mia, if it's real, it'll wait a year. I won't be your redemption trophy." True stung, but he nodded. Jack rode north to Dallas, buying a modest spread acres for cattle, a fixer-upper house with hill views. Months later, a letter to Mia. No pleas, just updates. Ranch thriving, army eyeing his stock. Door open if she visited, no pressure. Winter thawed early, and with it, Mia's resolve. She rode to Dallas, finding Jack in the fields. "I've found myself," she said, "and I choose you." They embraced, the past's ghosts fading. They married that spring under oaks, building a life of partnership, raising cattle, blending cultures, finding peace in each other. No more running. They'd claimed their second chance. What do you think about Mia's journey and Jack's redemption? Drop a comment below, sharing your taquito you agree with her needing space. Or should they have stayed together sooner? Let's hear your stance on love, justice, and healing in tough times.